Mountain Man coming to you from parts unknown. I want to thank everybody who shows up for the chats tonight and everybody who tunes into my broadcast afterwards. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Everybody, including my new subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing. And I want to talk a little bit about tonight, or a lot of bit, about what I called in my thumbnail, dawn arriving. Is there really a dawn arriving? Is it when you talk to more people, do they seem to be people who used to be disengaged or becoming engaged now and noticing a lot of things in the past? I certainly have found that to be the case. So let's see what's going on here this evening. I'm going to put up some news articles and some memes and give you my perspective on some stuff. So how's everybody doing tonight? Hi, Wild West. Hi, Bubba. Melinda, Quilt. Happy days. How you all doing? Hi, B-Dog. I tell you that train derailment is something that is coming to the fore as being much, much more serious than what they're letting on. There's been no FEMA response. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Happy Days. There's been no FEMA response. A lot of people are finding dead fish in the water, and it's stretching all the way down, all the way into big parts of West Virginia from the Ohio Valley. So it's turning into quite a mess, and you don't hear much about it. Hi, John from PA. How you doing? Hi. I already said brighter day. I got confused there because I had happy days. Bubba's here. Everybody's showing up. We got happy days, brighter days. Welcome aboard, John. And so anyway, I got my first meme up. And like I say, a meme ain't worth nothing if it ain't worth stealing. So if you want to take a screenshot and steal my memes, fine, because I stole them anyway. But anyway, folks, I started off before some of you tuned in. I was asking, are a lot of people that you used to talk to that was disengaged, does it seem to you that they're becoming engaged? Like I said, a dawn arriving. Colleen, how you doing? 6 months of chemo. Oh, my goodness. Honey, we're going to pray for you. I'll tell you, I've had family situations involved with the big C word. And I know it's easier said than done, but you always have hope. Never give up. Never give up. And I tell you, if you get a chance, tune in to Dr. Eric Berg and listen to some of his stuff for your general health. I tell you what, it'll really make you feel better, Colleen. Eric Berg, B-E-R-G. So anyway, we will be keeping you in our thoughts. So things are getting so obvious as to how things were and how things are. And I'm just wondering if you all have noticed. Hi, Jamie. I believe you're new, aren't you? You're welcome, Colleen. As I was saying, do you have people that are commenting on the big differences between what we had and what we got now? How you doing, Donna? How you? So that's one of the first steps into what we have, what we're going to call as an awakening. So, and it's a meme war. I mean, it's using humor to try to get through to people stuff that is very obvious, and then you can ease your way into other talking points. And as I always say, and I don't want to wear it out, but stay away from the fantastic. That's for later. If what you believe and what you think and things that are not visible to the eye, you can prove that later on, fine. But the main thing is getting people to pay attention to what's happening before their eyes. That's what's got us into this problem. The American society has gotten so easily distracted, always looking at, like General Flynn said, Donna, I saw what, I should have got a screenshot of that where you said he paraphrased it, watch out. He said, don't be distracted by shiny things. This is General Flynn. He said, because your enemy will give you a punch in the nose you won't recover from. Okay? Stay ready, everybody. So, hi, Sharon. How you doing? Hi, Reba. Leisha. Did I say hi, Wild West? Well, I'll say it again. Ha ha. So anyway, I did see that post from General Flynn. I should have got a screenshot of it. But that's basically what he said. You know, don't get distracted. Stay focused. And as our 17th letter has told us in one of the last posts, it was focus, focus. Said it twice in capital letters, not to be distracted. Okay, so while I'm talking, I put up different memes. That's right, Debbie. Stay focused and calm. Jamie says she's ready. Hi, Robin. How you doing? Rockin' Robin. Ha ha. Cheddar Prepper says, look, a balloon. Satisfaction, distraction. That's right. Now, these balloons I talked about last night, we do have to, we can keep track of many things at once. And I'll be going over a lot of that many things. How am I coming through, folks? Am I playing smooth? I hope so. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna try to pull a little video up. That's one of my favorites for my new subscribers that hadn't seen some of my videos. Let me see. Gotta find it. Here we go. Let's see. Don't mind me. I'm just, I want to pull up a couple of videos that my new subscribers haven't seen yet. And we got to think about, we want people to think about the way things were in the past. I mean, we can't lose our way of life. And that's what's happening. And a lot of people just don't look back and remember that the way it was, and we don't have to live this way. We don't have to live this way. Here's that little sweetheart. Let me put her up. And the way they've taken Trump and smeared him relentlessly. And I know that a lot of meme makers have put stuff together that people can take a look at and compare, showing how they all gang up on a fixed narrative. But remember when Trump was on TV all the time and he was on The Apprentice? Yeah, there were some people that didn't like him, but mostly people liked him. Mostly people respected his work ethic and that he was a businessman. They made rap songs about him. Nobody called him a racist. But anyway, this is just a little blast from the past. A little girl gets asked, can you imitate President Trump? And this is what she does.
Impression of the president for us?
Haha, that's one of my favorite ones. She's a little sweetheart, and that's, I'm just putting that up to remind everybody that people used to have fun with the situation, and once we start realizing, and our friends start realizing how much we've been beaten over the head with the same narrative over and over and over again, and people look back, as Lincoln said, through our mystic chords of memory. And I like putting up memes like this one here. You know, if anybody in your groups, your Facebook groups or whatever, they say, believe the science. Just say, here. They say all scientists agree. You send them this meme right here. What's going on? Hi, Quilt. Hi, Jamie. Colleen. Oh, okay. I said hi to Colleen. Let's see. I want to not leave anybody out. If I do leave somebody out, they get mad. I'm still looking for Dreamer. Came in the first time. MSU. We will, Nikki. At MSU, hopefully, so there are people there that can take action, if you know what I mean, and that they get to him before they get to them. So, yeah, we'll be looking for bulletins on that, Nikki. We certainly will be keeping an eye on chats for bulletins on that. Hopefully that ends very quickly. Sometimes they end just as quick as they begin. So that's what we'll all hope for. So here's another one that is nothing but fact. This is the fact of the matter. When Trump came into office, you had people that were part of the establishment for ages that all of a sudden were putting the blame on all the woes of America on Trump, who had just got into politics. So how much sense does that make? You see everybody that's enumerated up here, the Clintons, Epstein, the crackhead son, insider trading, the big guy. They didn't go after any of that. They just went after one man. Keep dropping my spectacles. Now I'm going to put up something y'all might want to get a screenshot of, because I don't know what this person's status is. But this person posted, and I can't say most of it. Name is Sarah Ruth Ashcraft. This is an old post, okay, from 2018. Just to remind people, yes, please hit the thumbs up. Just to remind people what we're at. I'll put up stuff as I go through that will remind people that we are winning and there are things coming to light and there are people going to jail. Hi, Kicking Bird. And this is this person at the age of 13. Okay? And then the name of a celebrity, Tom, if I say the names together, I'll probably get picked up by the algorithm. Hanks, okay? Purchased them from their father as a mind control doll. I wonder how much money my father made. Okay? This stuff, believe me, that young person is going to get interviewed. I'm sure already has been interviewed. And this is something else I picked up off of YouTube right here. A new thing that they came out with. I got to get my YouTube ads together and show how they are. YouTube featured. Can you spot the bait? Vile, shameful, misinformation loves using heated words to get people to react. Would it get to you? YouTube, emotional language can be hard to spot. Then you have a button where you can learn more. So, okay, that's why I got to be careful with my titles. I put up things that I think are the two words they start off with it there, but I can't do it. Even though I think they are exactly that. Because there's this push by Utizzle that if people use those words, they're pulling some kind of stunt on you instead of giving their actual feelings. And this is something else that shocked me that came up on YouTube right here. And that young lady said, a mind control doll, right? How much did my dad get from that celebrity to make a mind control doll? Well, this came up, and I had it on my phone for a couple of weeks. This is YouTube. Here we go. What's that? What's that? Visit site. Megan from producer James Wan. She's more than a toy. She's a part of the family. M3GAN, Megan, I guess. Now, there's something wrong here. And I'm going to get these. I've had other ads that I spotted from the Utizzle. Okay. But on top of the things we're going to be talking about as far as people being charged, people being exposed, people being talked about, on top of that, we see who's getting the power shift, all right? Who's getting exposed in our government, in our administrative state, our bureaucratic state. I see. I see what you said there, Red. Disassemble it and burn it. But, apparently some people are buying it, and what's their purpose in buying it? And they act like it's, I don't know. My buddy and me. Remember that? That was, bad enough. But that had a little bit of a more mature theme to it, I think. So anyway, I hope you find some of these you can take shots of, or at least take comfort in the fact, wait a minute, for years you had this Adam Schiff. Most of the people that will see this video, not all, know how much trouble this person has been, how dishonest this person has been, how criminal this person has been. And most people that have paid attention to the 17th letter know about the $7.8 million. Was it worth it, Adam? Okay? Ilhan Omar. Most people know about her giving a dreamy look when she was talking about ISIS. Okay? How she wants to introduce Sharia law. Okay? And the other one there, Swalwell. Everyone knows about him and the Chinese spy. Everybody knows, not a lot of people know about his parents running a major shipping company for CHYNA, okay? And that they've been making millions. Hi, Doc, how you doing? So these corrupt individuals, not only do they not have any access to what's going on in the intelligence, not only do they not have nearly the power that they had, they don't have the cover anymore. And they're subject to being investigated. So yeah, they're crying the blues. And this is one I put up a while back. It's not a meme, but it's an important thing to remember. That's going to be coming up soon. Elon Musk put this up. It's a little fuzzy, but you guys can read it. Okay? Almost no one seems to realize that the head of bioethics at the National Institutes of Health, the person who is supposed to be to make sure that Fauci behaves ethically, is his wife. Okay? That's right, B-Dog. Omar's family was one of the most wanted. And her father is on video doing things to people who've been arrested by the regime. So anyway, that's just a little something for people to take a look at, because when they get into this, now that they've taken and gotten Trump's tax returns, okay, their tax returns are now suspect or susceptible to being pulled and looked at. They looked at his children's tax returns, his tax returns. People are going to be shocked when they find out how much that family, the Fauci bunch, has gotten out of this whole situation. And you know what I'm talking about. But as far as everybody in the news now, we're supposed to take it seriously that these objects could be alien from another planet. So I had this meme a couple months ago. Aliens refuse to do crop circles in GMO fields. It's just too risky. Well, I'll go back to the 17th letter again. Somebody asked flat out, are there UFOs? What was the answer? I'll tell you what it was. See if anybody comes up with it while I have a sip of my coffee. The answer from the 17th letter itself, himself, herself. What was the answer when it said, are there UFOs? It was, let's see. I don't see anybody responding in the chat, so I'll just go ahead and say it. The answer was NO, no. Followed by the statement. Kickenberg got it. Georgia said yes. Mike said no. I have to get a little more time because there is a delay from when I talk from when you all hear me. I didn't think about that. I'm sorry. I'll keep that in mind and take an extra sip of coffee next time I ask a question. Wild West says, like the Holy Bible said, Jesus Christ runs this world. That's exactly right. But anyway, the answer no is followed by the statement, how close is the nearest star? Now, somebody could look that up while we're talking. I don't know how many light years it is, but it's a lot of light years. What is a light year? What's a light year? A light year is the time it takes the fastest known element, entity, whatever you want to call it, the fastest anything has been measured to be able to travel, which is light. A light year is, and people can correct me if I'm wrong, is the amount of time it takes for a beam of light to travel in 1 year. And that's how many miles an hour it goes. Or however many miles an hour it goes, that's how long it takes for it to go for an entire year is a light year, traveling as fast as it can go. So if you got 1,000 light years, that's pretty daggone fast. The speed of sound, which we've broken, is like a turtle or a snail, even slower compared to the speed of light. Let's see, Jamie's got Nikki said, they haven't got him yet. Once confirmed DEAD. Oh, boy. Well, Jamie says, stay calm. 186,000 feet per second, Mike says. Per second. That's pretty sprite, let me tell you. So anyway, it's just a simple question of science. People can talk about wormholes. People can talk about dimensions and being able to jump from dimension to dimension, or things like that if they want to. I'm not ruling anything. I've read more Isaac Asimov books and all the old sci-fi writers from way back. And I was a Trekkie when being a Trekkie wasn't cool. But anyway, I don't think it was ever cool. But like William Shatner said, well, can't y'all grow up and do something else? He made a bunch of people mad. But anyway, the bottom line is just like was suggested earlier in the chats. Mike says fallen angel. Wild West said Christ runs this world, and he didn't warn us. As my father said, everything that ever has happened or ever will happen is in that book. Now, see, I've lost about 10 or 15 people off the chats because they want to go off into dreamland, okay? And these little pieces of plastic falling out of the sky, these air-filled things floating around is got to be something they want to go to bed about, thinking about aliens, okay? While a 200-mile radius or more has been poisoned and nobody's doing nothing about it, while our economy's going straight to hell, while Biden has been implicated in some of the most horrific crimes you can think of. Never mind the select, right? The selection, okay? Never mind that. In the big picture, that's peanuts because that's curable. But what about the things that he's done that are not curable to little hearts and minds, okay? What about what happened to the environment because of Nord Stream? What happened to everybody that suffered in Europe and in Eastern Europe because of the economic calamity from blowing up that pipeline, which was a international act of terror, okay? So let's think about that. When all the news stations start saying we have to start putting in our mind the ideas that was a UFO, well, that tells you right there that it's not. Okay? So, if I had people dip out because they're mad because I'm just saying what the 17th letter said. Okay? And since the Bible was brought up, it doesn't say anything about that, okay? It doesn't say about anybody coming out in spaceships, okay? The only time there's going to be anything coming out of the heavens is when Christ returns, okay? And he's not going to bring a bunch of Martians with him. So, you live by the book and you can live by fantasy. Fantasy's fine. I was a Star Wars fan, and I thought it was a great movie, even though I was a little older for it. But reality, it's what we got to look at. Wow, Wes is 3 years old. Yeah, that's right, Mike. Yeah, the book of names. The book of names. I want to get in a little bit into that too, right? So that's the stuff they're trying to keep us all from looking at. Plus, how much our nation is being put in debt. Never mind, we know they're not giving our tax dollars away. They're handing out IOUs that we got to pay back to a private organization that is based in Europe, owned by families that have been running the world for almost 1,000 years. Okay? They're putting us farther and farther into debt slavery with UKR, right? And never mind what they've done to how they've crippled our society. But they keep going after Trump. They keep blaming Trump, right? Well, here's a good one I came up with. I found that you all might want a copy. If somebody said that Trump's going to jail, just take a screenshot of this and send this to him. This is the only Trump that's going to jail, right here. Hi, Colleen. Camperman's here. Laughs a lot. How you doing? Two train incidents today. Same scenario as Ohio, in Texas and South Carolina. I tell you, that makes me think of the term all assets deployed. Red, I hope you're feeling better, buddy. Linda Kirksey, how you doing, Linda? So, yeah, Eagles lost. I sure did. I had that meme where it shows Philadelphia burning and two pictures, one on top, one on the bottom, and it says, Eagle fans win, Philly wins, Eagle fans when Phillies lose. So either way, they love to tear things up. But anyway, we've all known And it's going to be documented for history that the Western powers don't like Trump. This is such a good picture. I had to get a screenshot of this. You know, I don't know all the players in this picture, but there they are. Okay? I guess that's Macron over there on the left. Who's that creep on the right? And then you got Angela standing in between them. Who's the one standing right in front of Trump? Well, they can't stand. I'm glad to have you here, Linda. They can't stand the thought of Trump coming back in a position of power. And he's going to come back, let me tell you, with a vengeance. And they know it. They're doing everything they can. I might as well put. I'm gonna put these. I don't know if I put enough Trump memes back to back, but I'll put one more up because I got a couple more in here. But I don't want to get the rhythm to zero in on me. Okay, but here you go. Here you go. They've been after Trump. Okay, that's turning around. So I hope you all have got your screenshots. And if not, you know how to come back. Come back and go over it. So anyway, let's see. Here's a good one for people. When people travel to the past, they worry about radically changing the present by doing something small. Few people that they think that they can radically change the future by doing something small in the present. Okay, now I don't want to minimize this balloon stuff, as I've said, because I'm just saying don't stay up at night worrying about it being Martians, because the news is telling us that that's what we should worry about. Not necessarily Martians, but extraterrestrials, okay? I'm just saying what I read in the 17th letter, and I'm also saying that if they're telling us to worry, that we should not worry, okay, about that, and keep our eyes moving around. Here we go. Steve Bannon came up with a good one. Narrative shift underway. Okay, I'll give him credit, and then I'll put the meme up. The United States was confirmed responsible for the Nord Stream pipeline attacks. And then look at all the mics around her. That's right, Georgia, and it's good news. Like Christ said, you got enough to worry about for today. Worry about today, and tomorrow will take care of itself. Everyone needs to launch balloons with messages attached to them. But I'm not minimizing the balloon thing. We do have to keep an eye on it because, as I talked about last night, the military couldn't locate the alleged object that led to the Montana airspace shutdown. I mean, that was admitted by a general right on television. Now, they had trouble at night, and I used the term cloaking last night. Again, that evokes science fiction and things like that. And we are advancing to the point where it seems like science fiction to people that grew up in the 60s and stuff like that.